Okay, so Liverpool have just lost to United 2-1 at Anfield. I guess in the first half, Liverpool were totally bossing it. They played the best football I've seen all season for them. And there's obviously the red card that happened on a studs up challenge from Shelby. But Gary Neville made the point on television that Johnny Evans actually went in studs up with 2 feet. So you could have made the case that both of them deserved red cards actually.
Yeah.
It should have been either or. In the second half, Gerrard obviously with that great goal. Suso came on for Fabio Borini. He was handed his first team debut. He's only 18 years old. Great to see that for him. And then United scored. Rafael had that great bending kick. Great goal for him on his left foot. Great goal. Nothing that Rainey could really do about that. And then Robin Van Persie scored a penalty on sort of it was a little bit dubious for me. Liverpool should have not gotten the position in the first place. Horrible midfield play that led to that. I think Daniel Agger lost control of the ball in midfield.
Yeah.
There was just a break, and Glenn Johnson came in with the sliding challenge. Well, not really the sliding challenge, just more like he sort of touched him at the back. There was always a penalty that was going to be awarded. I think Valencia still went down.
A little too easy. I was surprised.
Easily.
I thought he was going to shoot it because he just spent an eternity, didn't pass the ball.
Yeah. And then they showed the graphic in between waiting for the penalty. Van Persie goes to his right the majority of the time. Pepe Reina went right, Van Persie went right. Pepe Reina actually got his gloves on the ball. He should have saved that. Anytime you got your gloves on the ball, you got to save that. United win, and then from there on out, it was kind of game set match.
Had a long time to think about that penalty.
Yep.
You know, I think it was a good game. Obviously,
Right.
The red card I think dimmed the intensity of the game a little bit. But I'm interested to see how Liverpool go forward, especially with Agger going down, well as Martin Kelly.
Agger suffered a big injury. Martin Kelly, John Shelby is now suspended with that straight red. But I think the silver lining for Liverpool is that they played so well when they were at full tilt in the first half. They dominated possession. They had over 60% possession. That came down to 52%. Liverpool still led in shots. They had 14 shots. United only had 8. But I think the biggest thing for Liverpool was that if you look at the players that are on the pitch, Jordan Henderson, 22, Suso, 18 years old, Raheem Sterling, 17 years old, Fabio Borini, 21 years old, Martin Kelly, 22 years old. These are all incredibly young players. 5 young players that you expect Liverpool to develop that did well against United.
I agree. I think for Manchester United, I think it's one of those. It's just another one of those wins where they can grind out.
Yeah, and credit to Lindegaard in goal too.
Yeah, Lindegaard was fantastic today. Getting down low, Suarez absolutely tested him time and time again.
United have really yet to come at full tilt and to really show that we're Manchester United, we're a great team.
Right.
We should have won the title last year.
Exactly.
The season. So they really have yet to show it, except they're still up there, still pulling
second
these games
in the table
out.
now. Yeah.
I think Liverpool have taken 2 points from 15 games. 2 points out of a possible 15, which is actually worse than what Arsenal did last year, 4 out of 15. I think that just because Liverpool have dug themselves in a hole so early on in the season, it's almost going to be impossible to get Champions League, which is obviously the main goal this season, something that Liverpool is always going to talk about. But for me, Liverpool season starts next week. They have Norwich next week. We got through this really tough stretch of schedule where we had City, United, Arsenal, and Sunderland at the Stadium Light, always a tough fixture. So for me, the season starts next week. We'll build from that.
Yeah, hopefully they can pick up some points, get that first win next week. Is it at?
It's at Carrow Road. So it's not at Liverpool, at Anfield. So that's really it. It's disappointing to see the ref play such an influential part, but these are the kinds of matches that United just always somehow manage to grind out. That's what's made them United.
I mean, you took a look at the referee's reaction. It's not something he wanted to do, but at the same time, I said it before. I thought it was a little harsh.
You just hate to have something like that change the course of the game from there on.
Yeah, it was a lively game before.
So I guess that's it for today, guys. Again, Rotas Wadera, my roommate, he wants to go into sports broadcasting. Big United fan. We hate him for that. Thank you for joining us this week on the show. Don't do that. That's ugly. That's ugly. All right. Look forward to talking to you guys next week. One day, guys.